If you are over 60, diabetes is not just about numbers on a blood test, it's about your health, your mornings, your life. Imagine this: you wake up tired, mouth dry, head pounding, eyes blurry. You tell yourself, it's just age. But is it really? Morning is supposed to be a new start. A fresh day. A moment of peace. Yet for so many seniors, morning becomes the hardest part. Waking up already exhausted, already thirsty, already in pain. Day after day. Night after night. Here's the painful truth: these early hours often reveal the silent damage diabetes is doing inside your body. While you're brushing it off, your heart may be under stress, your kidneys overworked, your nerves crying out. And the cost? Lost energy, lost freedom, lost time with family. But listen closely, there is hope. Because when you recognize these signals, you can act. You can protect your heart, your vision, your independence. You can enjoy mornings again, without fear, without confusion. In this video, I'll share with you the top 12 morning diabetes symptoms every senior should pay attention to. And stay with me, because the last one is the most surprising, the one almost nobody talks about, yet it could change your life. So, are you ready? Let's step into the morning together. Number 1. Frequent morning urination. Ever notice that the very first thing you do after waking up is rush to the bathroom, and then go back again, and again? That's not just a small annoyance, it's your body waving a red flag. Picture this: you've had a full night's sleep, yet the moment the sun rises, your bladder feels like it's bursting. The stream may burn a little, the urge comes suddenly, and instead of peace, your morning begins with stress. Seniors often dismiss this as just age, or for men, blame the prostate. But when it happens every morning, when it repeats day after day, it is far more than a simple aging issue. If thirst, dizziness, or nausea tag along, the danger grows louder. Here's what's really happening inside: with diabetes, glucose builds up in the blood. Your kidneys try desperately to flush it out, dragging water with it. Electrolytes get washed away, your body dehydrates, your heart works harder, your brain feels foggy. That's why you wake up drained instead of refreshed. Why is this dangerous? In the short term, constant nighttime and morning trips rob you of rest, leading to fatigue, slips, or falls. In the long term, uncontrolled sugar silently scars your kidneys, damages blood vessels, and doubles the risk of heart disease after 60. The cost? Hospital bills that can wipe out savings, and the painful loss of independence every senior fears. But that's not the worst, because the next morning symptom hides even deeper, and it may shock you more than this one. Number 2. Morning dry mouth and excessive thirst. You wake up, mouth like sandpaper. Tongue sticking, throat burning, lips cracked. First thought: I just need water. So you grab a glass. Then another. But no matter how much you drink, the thirst keeps chasing you. This isn't the same as being a little dehydrated after a hot night. No. This feels stubborn. Relentless. Every morning, the same routine. Seniors often shrug it off: I'm just getting older. But ask yourself, why does it happen again and again, especially after 60? And why does it come with dizziness or that nagging nausea sometimes? Here's what's really going on: when diabetes pushes sugar too high, your body fights back. The kidneys pull water from everywhere, muscles, tissues, even your brain, trying to flush the sugar out. That's why you wake up foggy, drained, desperate for relief. Your heart pumps harder, your energy drops before the day even begins. Why is it dangerous? Short term, this thirst wrecks your sleep. You get up, stumble in the dark, risk a fall. Long term, it's a loud signal that your kidneys are under siege, that your health is heading toward bigger trouble. Studies show seniors with this symptom face nearly double the risk of decline if ignored. And that's not just numbers, it's your freedom, your mornings, your joy at stake. But thirst isn't the only thief of your mornings. The next symptom may shock you even more. Number 3. Early morning headaches. You open your eyes, and before your feet even touch the floor, bam! A pounding headache greets you. Not the gentle ache from too little coffee, but a heavy pressure that makes you squint, hold your temples, and dread the day ahead. Many seniors dismiss it. Just age, they say. Or, I slept wrong. But ask yourself, why does it keep happening, morning after morning, especially after 60? And why does it fade after breakfast, only to return another day? Here's the hidden story: diabetes throws your body off balance while you sleep. Blood sugar may dip too low at night, or surge too high. Either way, your brain reacts. Vessels tighten, oxygen delivery falters, and you wake up with pain pounding through your skull. Sometimes it comes with dry mouth, dizziness, even blurry vision. That's no coincidence. It's your nervous system screaming for help. Why is this dangerous? Because short-term, these headaches steal your energy, your focus. You can't drive safely, can't enjoy time with family, can't even think clearly. Long-term, they point to rising risks: hypertension, strokes, heart strain. Research shows nearly 40% of people with uncontrolled diabetes report frequent morning headaches. And seniors face the highest danger. So, next time you wake up with that pounding in your head, don't just reach for pain pills. Listen. Your body may be warning you. But headaches are only one piece of the puzzle. The next morning symptom reveals another hidden danger. Number 4. Morning blurred vision. Ever picked up the morning paper, only to realize the words swim on the page? Letters fade into each other, lines twist, and you wonder if it's your glasses, or something deeper. This blur often creeps in at sunrise. Not the gentle fuzz from sleep, but a stubborn haze that refuses to clear right away. Some over 60 seniors say, maybe I just need coffee. But does coffee really explain why faces, numbers, even the TV screen look smeared, again and again? Here's what science shows: when diabetes pushes sugar too high overnight, fluid sneaks into the lens of the eye. The lens swells, bends light the wrong way, and vision goes fuzzy. Pressure inside the eye shifts, nerves get strained, and the world loses its sharpness. It's not age alone, it's chemistry out of balance. Why is this so serious? Because blurred vision can be the early whisper of diabetic retinopathy, cataracts, or worse, irreversible damage to sight. Nearly 1 in 3 adults with diabetes experience vision changes, and after 60 the odds rise sharply. The risk isn't just medical. It's practical. Driving becomes dangerous. Reading prescriptions turns into a struggle. Even recognizing a loved one's smile can slip away. And yet, eyesight is only part of the story. The next morning symptom attacks something even more vital: your balance and stability. Number 10. Restless sleep leading to grogginess in the morning. Here's a staggering fact: up to 70% of people with diabetes report poor sleep quality. That's not just a bad night, it's a pattern. Imagine tossing and turning, waking 3, 4, even 5 times before dawn. By morning, your body feels like it ran a marathon in bed. Eyes heavy, brain cloudy, muscles aching. Seniors often say, I went to bed early, but it feels like I didn't sleep at all. That grogginess lingers into breakfast, into errands, into every part of the day. Why does this happen? Diabetes interferes with the body's natural clock. High blood sugar at night disrupts melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to rest. Nerve pain in the legs can wake you. Frequent trips to the bathroom break deep sleep cycles. Cortisol spikes keep your mind restless. Instead of healing, your body fights all night long. Why is this dangerous? Poor sleep raises blood pressure, damages memory, and increases the risk of heart attacks. For seniors, restless nights mean more daytime naps, less activity, and greater risk of depression. Studies confirm adults with diabetes who sleep poorly face nearly double the risk of cognitive decline after 60. And the cruelest part? Losing the simple joy of a peaceful night's rest. But sleeplessness isn't the only way diabetes steals your mornings. The next symptom shows how even your muscles, stiff and cramping, remind you something deeper is wrong. Number 11. Morning muscle cramps or stiffness. Nearly 6 out of 10 older adults with diabetes report morning cramps at least once a week. That's not rare, that's epidemic. Picture this, you stretch under the covers, and suddenly your calf knots like a clenched fist. Or you swing your legs to the floor, and stiffness in your thighs makes every step feel mechanical, heavy, unnatural. Some over 60 shrug it off, calling it just age. But when it greets you again and again at sunrise, there's a deeper reason. Think of your nerves as wires carrying tiny electrical signals. Diabetes frays the insulation. Sparks misfire. At the same time, blood vessels struggle to deliver oxygen, and minerals like magnesium or potassium leak out. Without the right current, muscles seize, lock, or ache. That's why you wake in pain instead of peace. Why is this risky? Because cramps don't just hurt. They stop you from getting dressed easily, make simple chores like cooking or walking to the mailbox exhausting. Over months, the fear of sudden pain chips away at confidence, even joy. Many seniors hide it, but inside they worry, will I fall? Will I lose my independence? And here's the hidden link, when your muscles tighten, your arteries can tighten too. That's why the next morning symptom focuses on blood pressure, and it may shock you. Number 12. Elevated morning blood pressure linked with diabetes. What a cruel surprise, to wake up calm, only to see your blood pressure monitor flash numbers you never expected. Many seniors check in the morning, right after rising. 160 over 95. 170 over 100. The shock is real. You feel fine, maybe just a little sluggish, but the cuff tells another story. And tomorrow, it happens again. Some over 60 dismiss it, it's stress, or it's the salt from last night's dinner. But repeated morning spikes often point straight to diabetes. Here's why: overnight, high blood sugar stirs up hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Blood vessels stiffen, like pipes tightening under pressure. The heart pumps harder to push blood through. Add insulin resistance, and arteries lose their flexibility. By sunrise, your circulation is under siege. Why is this dangerous? Because elevated morning pressure is one of the strongest predictors of stroke and heart attack. Research shows adults with diabetes and morning hypertension face double the risk of cardiovascular events. Beyond the statistics, think of the cost: emergency hospital visits, medications piling up, fear of living alone. It's not just numbers, it's peace of mind slipping away. But here's the good news: while these 12 morning symptoms are serious, they also give you clues. And when you act on them, you reclaim control, protect your health, and keep your mornings yours. 12 symptoms. 12 warnings. Each one different, but together they tell the same story: your body is struggling with blood sugar. And the mornings, those precious hours meant for new beginnings, become a battlefield. But here's the truth: these symptoms are not destiny. They are signals. And signals mean you have time to act. So what can you do? Let's make it simple. First, check your mornings. Keep a small notebook. Write down how often you wake up tired, dizzy, or thirsty. Track your blood pressure and your blood sugar when you can. Patterns matter more than single numbers. Second, fuel wisely. Swap the sweet pastry or white toast for protein and fiber. Eggs, Greek yogurt, avocado, oats, berries. These foods steady your sugar and give your cells real energy. Seniors who start the day with balanced meals report less fatigue, fewer cravings, and better focus. Third, hydrate smart. Plain water is powerful. A glass before breakfast helps the kidneys flush sugar without straining. Herbal teas can soothe the stomach and calm nerves. Skip the sodas, skip the processed juices, they fuel the very spikes you want to avoid. Fourth, move a little. You don't need a marathon. A short walk in the yard, a few stretches in the living room. Movement wakes up muscles, improves circulation, and tells insulin to work better. Even 5 minutes after waking can change your entire day. Fifth, sleep with intention. Create a routine, same bedtime, dark room, no heavy meals late at night. Protecting your sleep means protecting your heart, your brain, your balance. And most of all, see your doctor regularly. Don't wait until symptoms pile up. Early checks catch problems before they steal your independence. Yes, diabetes is serious. Yes, mornings can feel cruel. But every signal we talked about, urination, thirst, headaches, vision changes, fatigue, is also an opportunity. An opportunity to step in, to adjust, to fight back. I want you to imagine this, waking up refreshed, walking to the kitchen without pain, enjoying breakfast without fear. That's not just a dream. That can be your reality, even after 60, if you act today. Your mornings belong to you. Don't let diabetes take them away. So let's bring it all together. We walked through 12 morning symptoms: urination, thirst, headaches, blurred vision, dizziness, tingling, fatigue, nausea, cravings, restless sleep, cramps, and high blood pressure. Different on the surface, but all pointing to the same root: diabetes straining your body. But here's the hope. Knowing these signs gives you power. Power to notice. Power to act. Power to protect your health before it's too late. If you're over 60, don't ignore what your mornings are telling you. Write it down. Share it with your doctor. Small steps, better food, better sleep, gentle movement, can change the way you wake up. It's never too late to take back control. And now, I'd like to ask you, was there one symptom today that sounded familiar to you? If yes, you're not alone. Many seniors face the same struggles. That's why this channel exists, to help, to guide, to remind you that your health and your mornings still matter. So please, like this video, subscribe, and share it with a friend over 60. You might save their morning. You might save their life. And stay tuned, because in our next video, I'll reveal 7 everyday foods that can naturally lower your blood sugar. You don't want to miss it. Number 5. Dizziness or lightheadedness after waking. One senior told me, I stood up from bed, and the whole room spun. I had to grab the nightstand just to keep from falling. Have you ever felt that same sudden whirl, right after opening your eyes? This isn't the gentle sway you feel on a boat. It's sharper. The floor tilts, your vision wobbles, and for a moment, you don't trust your own legs. It often strikes after 60, especially when diabetes is lurking in the background. Some think it's just low blood pressure or age. But when it repeats, morning after morning, it's a clue your body is struggling. Here's why: high or fluctuating glucose throws your blood vessels and nerves off balance. During the night, shifts in insulin and cortisol change circulation. When you rise, the brain doesn't get blood fast enough. Oxygen delivery falters. The result? Dizziness, weakness, that scary moment when the world feels tilted. Why is this dangerous? Because a fall at this age can mean broken hips, hospital stays, even permanent loss of independence. Research shows nearly 1 in 3 adults with diabetes experience dizziness on waking, and seniors face double the risk of serious injury. Beyond the statistics, think of the fear, not trusting your own body to stand tall. And yet, balance is only one piece of the puzzle. The next morning symptom reveals how diabetes slowly steals strength from your muscles themselves. Number 6. Tingling or numbness in feet/hands upon waking. Did you know nearly half of people with long-standing diabetes report numbness or tingling in their feet? That's a staggering number, and mornings are often when it screams the loudest. The feeling is unmistakable. Like pins and needles crawling under your skin. Sometimes it's burning. Other times, it's nothing at all, just dead weight where your toes should be. Seniors often shake their hands, stomp their feet, hoping the sensation will fade. And yes, it may ease after moving around. But why does it come back, again and again, especially after 60? Here's what's happening. Diabetes damages tiny blood vessels and nerves over time. Think of nerves like electrical wires. When sugar coats them, signals misfire. The brain says, move your toes, but the message stutters. Oxygen delivery drops. Sensation fades. What you feel, or don't feel, is neuropathy setting in. Why is this dangerous? Because numb feet mean you can't feel small cuts, injuries, or even pressure from shoes. Left unnoticed, wounds become infections, infections can become amputations. It's not just medical, it's emotional. The fear of losing mobility, of not being able to walk unassisted, steals peace of mind. Studies show neuropathy raises the risk of falls 2 to 3-fold in seniors. And yet, tingling isn't the whole story. The next morning symptom reveals how diabetes robs you of energy itself, leaving you drained before the day even begins. Number 7. Unusual morning fatigue, even after full sleep. 8 hours in bed, and still exhausted? That's the cruel irony many seniors face. You expect to wake refreshed, but instead, you drag yourself out of bed, body heavy, mind foggy, energy gone before the day even begins. This isn't the normal tiredness from a late night. No. This is deeper. The kind of fatigue that clings no matter how early you went to bed. Some after 60 describe it as waking up already worn out. Coffee doesn't fix it. A nap doesn't fix it. And it keeps repeating, morning after morning. What's behind it? Diabetes scrambles the way your body makes and uses energy. Think of your cells as little batteries. Sugar is supposed to charge them. But when insulin can't unlock the fuel, the energy never gets inside. Muscles starve. The brain sputters. Cortisol and other hormones add chaos. You wake up running on empty. Why is this dangerous? Because chronic fatigue steals focus, raises the risk of accidents, and pushes seniors closer to depression. Long term, it signals poor glucose control that strains the heart and drains the brain. Studies show adults with diabetes are twice as likely to report disabling fatigue compared to peers without it. And the emotional toll. Losing the freedom to enjoy mornings, family, and simple joys. But low energy is only part of the story. The next morning symptom shows how diabetes unsettles your stomach before you even take the first bite. Number 8. Morning nausea or stomach discomfort. Picture this, the alarm rings, you sit up, and instead of hunger, a wave of nausea hits. The smell of breakfast feels unbearable. Your stomach twists, gurgles, maybe even aches. Suddenly, what should be a calm morning turns into a battle just to sip water. This isn't a one-off upset stomach. For many seniors, it repeats, sometimes mild, sometimes enough to make you skip meals. Some after 60 try to explain it away, maybe I ate too late last night. But when it happens again and again, diabetes could be the hidden driver. Here's why: high blood sugar disrupts the nerves that guide the stomach. It slows digestion, a condition called gastroparesis. Food lingers, acids rise, and the stomach sends mixed signals to the brain. Add hormonal chaos overnight, and you wake with nausea instead of appetite. Your body is out of sync, and your mornings pay the price. Why is this dangerous? Because skipping food in the morning can trigger blood sugar swings, faintness, and poor nutrition. Over time, it leads to weight loss, malnutrition, and even hospital visits. Research shows diabetic gastroparesis affects nearly 1 in 3 with long-standing diabetes, robbing them of comfort and joy at mealtime. And yet, stomach upset isn't the end. The next morning symptom reveals the opposite problem, an unusual surge of hunger and cravings that may shock you. Number 9. Increased morning hunger or strong carb cravings. Have you ever woken up so hungry it feels almost unbearable? Not just a gentle appetite, but a gnawing urge for bread, pastries, or something sweet, right now. This hunger isn't normal. It's sharp, urgent, and often stronger than what you felt as a child running to breakfast. Seniors describe opening the pantry first thing, searching for crackers, cookies, or anything quick. And even after eating, the craving lingers. Why does it hit hardest after 60, and why does it seem impossible to resist? Here's the science: diabetes turns mornings into a blood sugar roller coaster. Overnight, your glucose may drop too low, then spike as hormones like cortisol and adrenaline kick in. That surge tricks the brain into demanding fast fuel. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone, rises. Insulin resistance blocks cells from using sugar properly, so your body keeps shouting, "Eat more," even when fuel is trapped in the bloodstream. Why is this dangerous? Because morning carb binges set off a vicious cycle: higher spikes, deeper crashes, more cravings. It drives weight gain, worsens insulin resistance, and raises cardiovascular risk. Studies show people with diabetes who experience morning carb cravings are significantly more likely to struggle with control of A1C. And the emotional toll. Feeling powerless, frustrated, robbed of freedom at the very start of the day. But cravings are just one thief of restful mornings. The next symptom exposes how diabetes wrecks your sleep, leaving you groggy before the day even begins.